Alright, Shalom. Wahala Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Kwakadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone and Rulo. And peace and salutation to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways and listeners spread abroad all around the world. Now I want to entitle this video, it's going to be entitled, Let Food Be Thy Medicine and Medicine Thy Food. Because, contrary to what people believe, Yahweh, the Lord, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, He created, these different kind of herbs for us to be taken naturally, for us to be taken, He didn't create no drugs, no medication, or no forms of, drugs for us to be putting in our bodies, for us to be taken. And not only that, these pharmaceutical companies, they're making a killing off of, giving these people, all these type of different medications which is, extremely expensive, number one. And number two, it carries side effects, Here it is, you're supposed to be taking something that's supposed to help you. But in reality, it's only making you even more sicker because it got side effects attached to it. You think these elites, like these Rothschilds or Rockefellers or DuPonts, Gettys, Oppenheimers, you think they take these drugs? Hell no. They go to their herbologists. They deal with herbologists. They take food and medicine from the earth, naturally, like it should be. But yet, they're the reasons why they're pumping out these drugs and stuff like that, because they're making a killing off of the millions upon millions of people that rely on these medications and these drugs, That's how they make their money, that's how they keep that cycle going. But the scripture says that, the Lord had made medicine from the earth, and we are to let thy food be thy medicine, and that medicine thy food. But without further ado, let me jump into the scripture. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And it reads, And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the whole earth, and every tree in which is thy fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat, So the scripture says that the Lord had given us, every herb. And what does the herbs do? The herbs help, heal your body. The herbs help to take care of and heal your body. That's what these different kind of herbs do, because these herbs that you eat from the earth, they got different type of vitamins and minerals, that is good for the body. That is good to keeping the body healthy and keeping the body, detoxified. The reason why people are being sick is because of what they eat. It's because of all the processed foods and all the GMO modified foods that this society, this government is pumping out. You wonder why there's obesity in this country. You wonder why, there's so much high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, all these type of diseases. Why? Because what they want to do is they want to advertise food and want to pump out food and say, and that's going to make the people crave for food, and that's going to make them overeat, because some of these foods got compounds in it, that's addictive, compounds in it to make you want more and more and more, and pretty much that's all to make money off of your sickness and off of your ignorance, and they make a killing off of it. So the reason why these people are sick and they die of these ailments and these illnesses is because they don't know how to detoxify their body by taking these herbs, these natural herbs that is put upon the earth. Because these natural herbs, I'm gonna name a few, such as ginger, you know, aloe vera, garlic, the turmeric, you know, green tea, all these different other, herbs that you could take, you know, that will help detoxify the body, that will help cleanse the body out, clean the blood, clean out all the, clean out the colon, help with the metabolism of the, your digestive system. You want to know why these green herbs is good to eat? You eating these green herbs, which is packed with fiber and compounds and minerals, because this helps you to clean your body and helps you go to the bathroom. That's another thing that people struggle with is constipation. They can't go to the bathroom. They can't use the bathroom properly. And when all that toxification in your body continues to build up, and once that builds up, now you're susceptible for different kind of diseases, sicknesses like cancer, colon cancer, stomach cancer, all these different types of cancer. Why? Because you're not taking the proper foods, and you're not eating the proper foods that help you clean yourself out and helps you go to the bathroom. These green herbs will help you go to the bathroom and help you flush all that toxification out of your system. You gotta flush all that toxification out. That's how people get sick. And this is the reason why the Lord has set up the medicines upon the earth to help you do that. Reading on. Verse 30. And to every beast of the earth, and every fowl of the air, and everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. So the Lord said that He had given every green herb for meat, and that's the food. Because what do you do with meat? You eat it, just like these herbs. You're supposed to eat these herbs, and quite frankly, a lot of people are not eating these herbs, and this is why this place got an all-time high of sicknesses, because they're not being taught what kind of foods or what kind of foods or right herbs to eat, because that's the real medicine right there. If you get into the herbs, the different herbs that's good for the body, that's the real medicine. Not these pharmaceutical medicines that you depend on and that you're paying an arm and a leg for, only to get put on more medication and more other medication, which equals more side effects and more medication. It's a never-ending cycle with these people, Because I'll tell you my story. I was in the hospital for about 6 days, and and when they came in there, because I had type 2 diabetes or whatever, and when they came in there, they was gonna say that I'm gonna be taking insulin for life, or being on these pills for life. But in fact, that's not the case, you know, because when you really read between the lines, you know, all it is just the changing of your diet. That's all it is. That's the secret. You know, that they'll throw that in there, you know, they'll let you know that, you know, it's your diet, you know, that you need to just change your diet. But on the flip side, they're also there to make money off of you, because by them having you continually depend on the insulin and all these other, you know, these pills, you know, that's them making money. That's their hustle, you know. That's how they make their money, you know, by prescribing you these pills and these medications and telling you that, you know, you got to be on this for life, when and in fact that's not the case. That's really not the case. It's really the changing of the diet and finding out, you know, the different herbs to eat and to take without having to take medication. You know, that's the secret to the game. But they're not going to teach you that, though. You know, they're not going to tell you that, because if they tell you it, then, you know, they're not going to make that money off of you. So it's up to you to find out, you know, the different kind of herbs to take, or what's good for the body, you know, so you could heal yourself naturally, like it should be, like the like the scripture said, you know. And I've given every green herb for meat, and it is so, and it was so, you know, like the Most High said, it was so. So the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai stands strong every day, you know. It stands strong from the day he created these medicines, these herbs, and it's still good to this very day. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I'm just gonna get another scripture real quick, and I'm gonna end it there. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, you know, the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 4, and it reads, "The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." You see, the Lord said that he that is wise will not abhor them. You know, you got to be wise. You know, you also got to pray too. Also, you know, pray on it, and let the Lord give you the knowledge and the wisdom to discern, you know, what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know. So you gotta turn to and get back to, you know, changing up the diet. You know, stay away from these sodas, you know, these soft drinks, you know, that is packed with, you know, double the grams of sugar upon it, you know, and that's laced it with high fructose corn syrup. That's another thing, high fructose corn syrup, you know, which is bad for your health, which is gonna cause these type of sicknesses such as type 2 diabetes, you know, high blood pressure, you know, high sugar, you know, all these other different sicknesses. You know, you gotta put all of that away and just drink water. You know, drink plenty of water. You know, that'll help clean out the system. It'll help clean the blood, cleanse the body, along with, you know, these herbs. You know, such as garlic. You know, ginger. You know, aloe vera. And all these fruits, you know, lemon, lime, you know, cucumbers, you know, mushrooms, you know, beets, you know, kale, and cilantro. All these different herbs you could take for the body, you know, and help cleanse the body and help heal the body naturally. without having to depend on these medications that these doctors or these pharmaceuticals supply you with, you know, which only makes you even more sicker and worse. You know, gotta get back to the herbs and the medicine, because scripture says, you know, like the scripture I just read right here, the Lord had created medicines out of the herb, and he that is wise will not abhor them, you know. So we gotta come back the natural way and change up the diet. You know, that's the only way that you're gonna heal yourself from these diseases, by eating the proper foods. You know, drinking water. You know, the number one why people get sick is because of the way they eat and their diet. You know, once they begin to change their diet, they can they can reverse their sickness. You know, so let food be thy medicine, and medicine thy food. So with that, you know, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Raquah Quadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, noise in this road abroad, all around the world. And with that, I want to say Shalom.